What's happening, everybody? Of course, it's your host, Brink Young, coming straight out of them South Memphis slums, and you are tuning in to the most award-winning talk show in the whole South. I'm talking about BrinkTV. Now, to not just your TV set, we got some new faces on the show with us tonight, and we're talking about a collective of people that's doing an amazing thing here in Atlanta. We're talking about Teenz on Point, Mr. Shakur Cooper and Kevin. How you guys doing, man?
We're doing good, bro. We're doing good.
All right, so first and foremost, I got to say thank you guys for coming on the show. It really means a lot to have you, and I admire what you guys are doing. I got to say that first and foremost.
Word up, man. Word up, man. You was here doing our thing, man, trying to put Teenz on Point on the map, you know what I'm saying? Trying to save the youngsters out there.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump into a few things, man, because Teenz on Point. What exactly is Teenz on Point? Of course, if you break down the acronym, it's top, that's what it spells out. But what is Teenz on Point exactly?
But Teenz on Point is a mentor and youth thing for, to save at-risk youth. And what the thing is, man, you got me and my partner, you know what I'm saying? I came up with it in the jail cell. It's just to help at-risk kids, man, because we once was at-risk kids. So, we just wanted to try to give them an outlet of escape from themselves.
I understand. So you did mention, like, in jail, so that was something that you actually had to face. You had to do time, correct?
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah.
All right, so, let's talk about, like, what kept you motivated as well as what prompted you to create a nonprofit organization upon your release.
Well, the whole thing is, man, it's 15 years drug abuse, 3-time felon high school dropout. So the thing is, man, I just wanted to look back and I don't want to be the crab in the bucket. I just want to try to get the brothers a window of hope. Because, we once was youth, man. We did all kind of crazy stuff, man. You know what I mean? So what gave me that hope was, man, my mom. She said, man, you need to start make better choices and decisions in your life. You know what I'm saying? So, at this point in time, man, when I got to Atlanta, boom, I met, my childhood friend. We hooked up and we did our thing, you know what I'm saying? So, I just got just two people who support me, my lady and my main man. So, we're just going to keep doing our thing, man, and push Teenz on Point to the end.
No doubt. So I kind of, of course, I'm going to be honest, I'm relatively new to the Atlanta area, but I did kind of brush up on a few stats or a few statistics about teen crime. And one thing I saw that in the state of Georgia, I believe that was the year 2018, it was about 26 or 23,000 crimes done. And it was at least 5,000 of them was assault, What's going on out here, man? Because, it seems like an influx of crime among the youth. Why is that going on? Are there not enough programs? What's going on?
Well, what I think is, man, I think the programs should support each other.
Okay.
And I think we lacking that, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry to say that. And another thing, too, man, I think that the mentors that we're having, they're not being authentic.
Yeah.
They actually teaching they're giving them their first weed, their first liquor, their first beer. But Teenz on Point want to give them their first tool set, their first drill. You understand what I'm saying? And, I just think, man, they just getting swallowed up by the atmosphere. And I think the negativity is backlashing on them. And then a lot of brothers that my age is teaching them the same thing. So, I think, man, that we just got to just buckle down. And I think Teenz on Point would be a whole outlet of escape for them. Because we're not only going to give them that window of hope, we're going to give them that window of escape, to teach them trades and skills.
All right, so I want to wrap with Kevin for a minute. Now, Kevin, you guys talk about, putting a toolbox in their hand. How important is it for you guys to be able to meet young people in the middle, meet them where they at, and show them a trade as opposed to, gang activity and stuff like that? Because, when we come from the inner city, sometimes we get affiliated. Sometimes we, coming up, we ended up intertwined and intermingled with that lifestyle, as opposed to you guys being the quote-unquote OGs that's ushering in them into that same lifestyle. How important is it for you guys to be showing them something else?
Well, it's very vital to us because we came from that same environment.
Right.
Me and Philip, we grew up on the same street.
Okay.
So being a product of our environment, we decided we was going to be destructive instead of constructive.
Right.
So coming from where we're from, being here in Atlanta, we're from a whole totally different, place, just,
right.
Off top. But we see kids nowadays that were us back when we were younger. The kids walking around with their pants sagging, that speaks help to us. Teenz on Point, we're committed and we're dedicated to try to get these at-risk kids to have, tools in their hands so that they can be productive as far as, changing oil, knowing how to fix a flat tire, just, manual labor, all in the whole, because kids nowadays don't even know how to crank up a lawnmower.
That's true.
Don't even know how to rake yards, We had to wash dishes,
Yep.
Take out the trash, rake our yards, cut the grass, as kids, because, we had what they call, our moms used to give us allowances.
Yeah.
Get our allowances. So we did everything we could possibly do to get that allowance, but once we saw it was more to, just the $5 a week, we went and did other things.
Right.
So we're trying to just deter kids from going that route of being involved in gangs. Hey, come on over here with us. I'm gonna put some of these sheetrock boards up.
Right.
Put some tools in your hands the way that you won't have or be a statistic of the system where once they put you behind there, you're forgotten about.
Yeah.
We don't want to forget these kids. We want to stop them before they get too far and go there.
All right, so another stat, and this is pretty much, nationwide. We're talking about 8 out of 10 black children are in single parent homes. Now, the old adage is takes a village to raise a child. Let's talk about you guys. Let's talk about Teenz on Point being a part of that village. Let's get into it.
Well, us being part of that village, we came from that, each one teach one. If we didn't have bread in our house, we'd go right up the street to Phillip House and next door, and vice versa. So, when you speak on that, we're reaching these kids and showing these kids you can't make it alone. Somebody will have to help you, or somebody's going to help you. Don't be afraid to just ask for help.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. See, a lot of kids, where they end up going wrong, they feel they can't open their mouth and ask for help. But we're here to support these at-risk youth. Because, like I said, me and Phillip was one. We did a lot of stuff that wasn't right. We both have did time. And, seeing kids that could be, the president of the United States or the next Michael Jordan or the next Jeff Bezos, we're going to pull those kids from having that crooked mindset into learning and being proud of showing them how to build stuff, how to fix stuff. So, yeah, we're definitely, a village.
Yeah. All right, so Shakur, we got to get back to you, man. It's one topic I'd like to touch on. Things is a lot different from when we were younger, when we were coming up in our respective communities. One thing that's real prevalent in the young people today is fighting on camera. And the thing about fighting on camera, of course we fought when we was younger. We all had our, schoolyard fights, and whatever happens after that, we relatively did not pick up no gun. But the thing about fighting on camera is it never goes away. You can't live it down because it's on the internet. It's forever. It's digital. It's there forever. Let's get into that, man, because I want to talk about, is there any alternatives that the young people can do to that? Because like I say, that's all they doing. World Star, they got their phones out. Let's talk about it.
Well, my thing is, let's teach them to be constructive, not destructive. And the whole thing is teaching them the art and science of manhood.
Yeah.
See, a lot of us don't have, we wasn't taught the art and science of manhood. So, we get into, pull out your camera, man. This is what they doing, man. We get into the hype.
Yeah.
So what we want to do, let's not teach them to believe the hype. You understand what I'm saying? So we're going to teach them the best way to relate to themselves, to the community, to the Almighty. We just want to teach them that. And this is what it's going to do. We're going to teach them the art and science. And, the art and science is this. How to empty trash. How the idle mind is a devil workshop.
Yep.
So the whole thing is we got to try to get that idle mind. Try to reconstruct that idle mind. You understand? And the thing is, man, let's stop. We had to rebuild and create their future. Their future just don't happen. And it's the whole thing, man. I just really don't understand that what you're talking about, as far as the World Star thing and all. I think that Run DMC said that we sell their culture back to them. So, that's what, so they go on with where the wind blow.
Yeah.
So, we got to be realists. So we're not just on the role models, we're real models. we totally authentic. We're not real. Authentic is better than real because you can take a fake pocketbook and say this is the Louis Vuitton,
Right.
and sell it as a Louis Vuitton, but it's not a Louis Vuitton. So we don't want to be just only real models, but authentic models too.
Yeah.
So I just think Teens on Point is going to push that art and science of manhood. To teach them to leave boyhood and childhood behind, and teach them how to be men.
That's incredible, man. You talk about authenticity, and that's something that's, I would say, it's a lost form because, of course, music is something that shapes our minds when we don't know that that's entertainment. We don't know how to separate it from just being entertainment. A lot of young people feel like that's real life, and then they go out and replicate what they hear and what they may see. I don't really like to blame the movies that much because we know that's a movie, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of these young people, like, they really trying to live that life and be about that life and don't want to be caught lacking, as they say. But let's get into that, man.
Well, the thing is, like he said, man, we both came from that gritty streets. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, I just did 8 years in the joint, but that's like my 4th time in the joint.
Yeah.
So through my bad choices and decisions, I had to face the consequences. And what I want to teach the teens, I want to teach them that there's consequences behind your actions. You know what I'm saying? So we want to start, Teens on Point is going to give them rewards and awards for what they do. And we don't want to give them the first AK. We don't want to give them the first 9mm. I don't even want to teach none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just like we're just here to not only uplift them, to build and create them to be the man that we are.
Yeah.
We're going to show them that the bad choices and decisions we made, now look where we at.
Yeah.
Now look where we at, man. We're productive citizens of society. Like we said, we was destructive, not constructive. Now we're going to teach them to be constructive, not destructive. That's the whole thing, man. Just, teach them art and science and manhood.
Absolutely. So if it's any parents out there that may be watching this broadcast right now and they would like to, get their children involved with Teens on Point, like, what's the best way they can do that?
Well, they can go on Instagram. They can hit at Teens on Point. They can go on teensonpoint.org. You can reach me at teensonpoint@yahoo.com. It's them the only ways that you can get in touch with me, man. But you can just inbox me, and we're in the Atlanta area. You know what I'm saying? We open. We can come pick the kids up. And plus, I like to let the kids come work with me like 2 times a week. And I teach them hands-on trades as far as, drywall, framing, painting, things of that nature.
That's amazing, man. So this is my favorite part of the show. On BrinkTV, we got 2 cameras. This camera right here, this is your camera. Let's say it's a young person watching right now, a teen right now watching this, man. What's your message to them?
Message this him, man. Stop believing the hype, and man, start dealing with authentic people. And listen to your parents, man. It ain't nothing wrong with washing dishes and emptying the trash and cutting the yard. That ain't for sissies, man. That's for real men. The only thing they're trying to teach you to do is leave childhood and boyhood behind you.
Absolutely. I got to say thank you guys for coming on the show. It really means a lot to have you, and it's amazing to see people that's actually doing it. I ain't going to say trying. Y'all doing it, because everybody can talk a good game, but you guys are actually doing it. So thank y'all for being a part of the show. With that being said, now back to more BrinkTV.